Welcome, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the month of May. I hope you guys are doing really well. Thank you, everyone who's joining. And let's talk some astrology before we get into the reading. So I think this is going to be a particularly important one for you, Leo, for the sake that on the 2nd of May, the party starts. That's right. It is absolutely when the party starts. Venus moves into the sign of Aries and life gets good. Okay, it's fun. It's flirty. It's wacky. It's not expected. Okay, so use this Venus transit of Venus in Aries to literally just have fun. Go out, be bold, be brave, pursue all of the things that you wouldn't normally do. Okay, this is like a courage potion. So enjoy it. It's really going to be good, especially when Mars accompanies Venus and they both go into the sign of Aries. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Thank you. On the 10th, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Gemini. Now, this is an interesting transit for a few reasons. I'll name why. This is trickster energy. This is half truth. This is a little bit of miscommunication. And so be very on top of all of your communications. In terms of intellectual pursuits, you've got to be very careful that there are no crossed wires. So just double check everything. You know the drill. Jupiter happens to enter the sign of Aries on the same day, making it a great day for good luck. All right, this is the day I would say go buy a lottery ticket. You'll probably win. On the 20th, the sun moves. Sorry, on the 15th, there is a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. We've just had a new moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. This is an accompanying one, and it's fantastic for really getting in touch with our secret side. You know, the side of us that's hidden. I want you to think sex. I want you to think of saucy. I think like all of the deepest, our deepest kind of deepest secrets, right? It's about owning it and wearing it as our truth. And it's about just being very okay with ourselves. On the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini, accompanying Mercury retrograde. And so this gives it a boost of movement. Okay, I want you to think this is you intellectually really kind of getting to grasp with yourself, your secrets, the things that you keep hidden about yourself. On the 22nd, Mercury retrograde moves into the sign of Taurus. And this is about planning, organizing, laying down some stable, solid plans in regards to the future. On the 24th, that's exactly when the party begins, and Mars enters the sign of Aries, accompanying Venus. And I'm telling you, this transit is going to be one of the best that we've had in a long time. It's just fun. It's about head first, act now, think later. It's not too serious. It's not too... I mean, Venus was absolutely exalted in the sign of Pisces. And love was very dreamy, but it was also a lot to do with healing. And now I think we've done the healing bit, and it's now about, hey, let's just have some fun. Let's let down our hair. Let's be quirky. Let's be wacky. Nothing's too serious. It's all about fast-paced movement. Don't take it too seriously, huh? Have fun. Have fun. So Leo, take a deep breath in for me, and let's get into your cards for the month of May. If you would be interested, you could book a reading on the website rubyreadstarot.com. There's details in the description box as to where you could leave a donation if you would be interested in doing so. Earth energy, this is Taurian energy for the month of May. Knight of Pentacles. Leo, I feel like you're building. There's something that you're getting involved in. This could be a job. This could be... It's something that brings you finances. I'd say slow and steady is always the thing with Taurus. And in Taurus season, you're being asked to cover your bases. You could be getting into something new. And you may have had to start off quite humble. I do feel like there's a potential of it to grow really quickly, Leo. This is something that I think is going to work out financially really well for you. And so when I say take your time with it, slow and steady wins the race, it's probably because it's something that is going to get you to grow your finances. And when I say it's going to turn into something that's really lucrative for you, trust me when I mean it. Like, grow, steady, cover all of your bases. I do think whatever this thing is, it's really going to make you feel massively abundant. And so I feel like in Taurus season, there is a project, there's something that you're working on that grows, and it's really lucrative for you. In May, Taurian energy is really strong. There's also this need for you to perhaps, I don't know why I just got this, you might be getting proposed to by an earth sign. You might be getting proposed to by an earth sign, and there could be pregnancy in the mix, Leo. If you're not trying to get pregnant, be very careful. There is a good chance of a lot of growth. This could be pregnancies, pregnant with the Empress, indeed. Welcome, Brianna. It's a lot of money. It's lucrative. Do you know what I mean? It's that abundance wealth mindset. And so I would say that finances, in terms of finances, luck is definitely on your side. See what it is that you can grow and develop. Like I said, there's longevity in this, so make sure you are really proactive in setting up the bases. Now, when I say proactive, I don't mean, and I think we're all going to have to get out of this mind frame of like, oh, I've got to plug in 1,000 hours at work in order to be able to get my money's worth. That's not the new energy. The energy of the Empress is she waits for it to come to her. The energy of the Knight of Pentacles is covering your basis, is slow and steady. But the key here is think about the energy that you're going into this with. Think about the energy that you bring to the table. It's got to be the Empress. So what is it that makes you feel like the Empress? I want you to get involved heavily in all of those things. Some crystals for Taurus season: rose quartz, clear quartz. I feel like that's a Six of Cups. Leo, I feel like this is something you've already done. I feel like this is something you know like the back of your hand. This is something that you could do with a blindfold on. There's an element of nostalgia and a community to this. So either you're creating a brand new community with this new business. There is a potential of your abundance kind of leading you to a new soul family, a new tribe, a new group, a new friend circle. But with that also, there's an element of popularity, of being popular amongst this group, Leo. So own this Empress energy. It is abundant. It is asking you to show yourself in your best light. Dress well, look well, feel well. I think this Aries and Mars both this fell into my lap, and that's the Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like Taurus season is going to be really lucrative for you. I feel like whatever you're growing, whatever you're building, whatever this project is, it could be a new job. It could be just something that you decide to do on a whim. Slow and steady, okay? But it's really financially lucrative for you. And I do feel like there is an element of financial freedom, independence, financial stability. I do feel like that the money that you earn here is going to be enough for you to be able to put away and save. Either way, it's something that puts you at the top of your game, Leo. Okay? Communication is key, especially while the sun is in Taurus. I'm not going to take these. I will take this one though. That is the Lover's energy. So there's significant partnerships. You could be pairing up with someone. You could be teaming up with someone. The Lover's card for me, for the most part, always signifies soulmates. And so I wonder if you might be getting proposed to by an earth sign. There is a possibility of pregnancy and creating our own home, which makes you feel really stable and secure within yourself. These pairings and these partnerships, I feel like, are lifelong partnerships. And so I think if relationships had been a bit ambiguous, I do feel like they might be center focus in the month of May. This could be you meeting a soulmate. This could be you meeting the love of your life. Empress energy is a whole vibe. Do you know what I mean? She's drawing in. She attracts. She's really pulling in with her magnetism. If you're sitting on the throne of your own power, if you're sitting on a seat of power, I wouldn't be surprised if you draw in the love of your life, because you're wearing your abundance really well. And abundance doesn't have to just be money. Wealth doesn't just have to be money. Richness doesn't just have to be money. It could be your power, your personal power, your charisma, your charm, your tenacity, your ability to manifest. Okay? And so I want you to think of the things that really make you feel abundant. Because I do feel like that's the Nine of Wands. You've got the potential to really accumulate a lot of creature comforts in the month of May. And the month of May Taurus season might be about your luxuries, about the things that make you feel safe, about the things that make you feel protected, they kind of create a protective barrier between you and the world. And so I do think that now is a really good time for you to perhaps see the relationships around you and how they contribute to your growth. And I know it's been a bit of a struggle, you kind of having to put things together, but I do feel like, Leo, you've got a really good opportunity in the month of May to make a lot of things fall into place. Now, that's the Nine of Cups and the Tower card. I do feel like there are certain things that may have certain constructs that you may have built up around certain things like your finances or your commitment, your self-contentment. I feel like in the month of May, there's conventions, there's ideas, there's structures that were set up. This could be the way life was, and it's all of a sudden changing. Everything's kind of changing around you, and it's happening so that you can begin to feel a lot more emotionally as well as financially content with life. If something is leaving your life, if someone is leaving your life, if a certain way of thinking, a certain job, a certain living arrangement, if people are leaving your life, I would trust it, Leo. Don't hold on to anything right now. The only thing I think you should really be quite firm about, that's 3 9s. 1 2 2 2 on the clock. When I said that, you're really about to break through a few things and you're about to push into the next level, especially when it comes to your finances, your emotional contentment, and the things that you've worked on accumulating in this lifetime, Leo. There are a few things that might change around you that you might not feel are as lucky as they actually are. So take your time to don't judge it, okay? Don't judge it. If things may feel like they're breaking away or things are changing, you've got to trust that this is all working in your highest and best good. Because you've got a lot of really lucky cards here. And I think what they're trying to say to you, Leo, is things might be changing a little bit more quickly than what's comfortable for you. The way they change, realign certain environments for you. There's an element of I've done this, I know this. There's a familiarity in the new structures that you're being invited to create for yourself. When you trust this, right? When you trust that there are new beginnings on their way to you, Leo, I think you're going to find the money falls into place, emotional contentment falls into place, your creature comforts and your security and your stability all kind of falls into place if you allow the change to happen. And I've already said it might be at a pace that might be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but Mercury retrograde, especially in this element of air, might be asking you to see how you can think differently in regards to outcomes. Let's get one more card for your May reading, Leo. The bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. That, of course, is Taurian energy. So there's strong Taurus energy of freedom, the comfort to speak openly, the need to connect, okay? The need to really get connected, not only to the earth, but to source, your people, your community. That's the Two of Swords. That is the Moon card. Real heavy emphasis on these eclipses. And the Magician. Leo, as above, so below. Get really familiar with your resources, your contacts, the tricks up your sleeve, the things that you know work for you. What have you got to bring to the table? As above, so below. It's a vibration. There's a need for you to manifest. And I think it might be things that may have been hidden from you, things that you knew, like, okay, something's not right, something's not making sense. You've got the opportunity to make massive transformations just by being in your Empress energy. I don't think you've got to deliberate or overthink. I think, if anything, if you notice in this card, she wears a blindfold and she's got a very defensive stance up. The tide's pulling back and there's no one around her. Okay, there's no imminent threat. What is hidden becomes known. Trust these eclipses. There's a lot of information, DNA codes, a lot of opportunities to upgrade your energy. I really want to say, use this month, use the month of May to connect, Leo. If you've been feeling out of alignment, if you've been feeling just, you weren't quite sure about what was going on, I think now is a really good time to work on the self and work on your energy. And both Taurus cards are here, followed by the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's a potential of a lot of emotional contentment this month if you are to connect with earthy, grounded, stable energy. Okay. Anything else that's screaming out? I think here, Leo, trust yourself a little bit more. Get open to the possibility that there are new beginnings that are lining up, new beginnings that are trying to manifest in your life. If you can work on your confidence, and if you can manage to get grounded, if you can remain focused, that the more of a positive mind frame that you're in, and I hate toxic positivity, so I'm not going to sit here and so much good energy, need to reconnect, right? I'm not one for toxic positivity. I feel like if you're feeling a certain way, it's an indication from your soul or your body or your stomach, which is our second brain. Listen, truly listen. Listen to what's going on within yourself, because the more you can connect into an abundant mindset, the more you can, even when you're not feeling it, just pretend, fake it till you make it. I'm not one for toxic positivity. If you're feeling a bit, feel it out, okay? Write notes, journal about it. There's a lot of cues here. Taurus season is about the spiritual evolution. It's about higher states of consciousness. And it's about attaining connections with the Gaia and connections with Source. And so this, I think, is going to be your work. This is going to be your job. Whatever this opportunity is that you get to grow, it will be very lucrative for you. But you've got to make sure that the energy is correct behind it. The backing's got to be there. Leo, I think that's all I have for you. I trust if you enjoyed the reading, you will give it a thumbs up. If you would be interested in taking the reading further, you can book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Mwah! Have a wonderful month. I'll catch you again soon. Bye.